Yo, so what's up, guys? How y'all doing? What's happening? Hold on one second. What's up, though? What's up? How y'all doing? So I'm just hanging out, really, just seeing how everybody, 4th of July was or whatever. I don't expect nobody to come through, but if you come through, go down and hit the like button. Uh, and I ain't really got nothing going on right now. I was editing a video. I said, man, let me go live and see what's going on. I barbecued today, you know what I'm saying? And it's like my first time back on the computer, since like late last night. And so I figured I'd come through and, holler at everybody that's, subscribe to the channel or that come through, you know what I'm saying? That wanna come through and holler at me. But what you guys doing, man? How was y'all 4th of July? You know what I'm saying? What did y'all do? And also, I go through some Linux stuff. I mean, if you guys want me to, or got any questions about, getting into the IT. And like I said, I don't expect nobody to really show up. Everybody getting ready for work tomorrow. They got to go back to work and everything. So, um, I'm just, it's like spur of the moment. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got nothing to like planned or to talk about. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Big Pontiac? What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, like I said, I ain't. If you just getting here, I ain't really doing nothing. I was just figured I'd hop on and just see how everybody fourth went. Yeah, but hold on, let me see. I could probably come up with something to do. You know what I'm saying? I called it late night Linux, so let me just pull up some Linux stuff. I mean, I don't know. I can go into my like one of my Kali installs, play around with that for a minute. Oh yeah, it was some tools I was supposed to go like finish going through. Like all the new tools that were included in Kali Linux for all the cybersecurity folks out there. I was just going through some of those tools. I think that was my live stream last week I did, you know what I'm saying, where I went through a couple of the let me see if I can bring it up, but a couple of those new tools that were included in the latest version of Kali. I think it was like Kali. Yeah, Kali 22. Let me see if I can find that stuff. But actually, let's go down and pull up Kali. I'll pull up one of these. You know, man, I work 8 to 1, then hit a four. Hit a four dinner, then hit a four, then hit before dinner. I got you. Yeah, man. Hey, I was lucky to be off. You know what I'm saying? So I I did a little something on the grill, you know, um, and I ain't do much. All I did was like some chicken. I like the grilled chicken, you know what I'm saying, and like some smoked sausage or something. And I did some hot dogs for the kids and all that stuff. So that was fun. It's just too hot out here in Vegas, man. It'd be like 100 degrees. I hate the weather out here. Like how hot it get. Like I'm not used to that, man. Like I grew up in Louisiana, and yeah, they got humidity down there, but it just be hot out here, bro. Like overly, hot. It feel like you got the heater on. You know what I'm saying? In a hot car or something. That's what it feel like out here. You got that dry, hot air coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then that sun beaming down. Yeah, man, it sucks. Um, spent the whole day indoors studying. Hey, that's good, man. What were you studying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm and that's the thing. I gotta finish this course. Like I'm gonna have every module laid out for the full Linux Plus course, and I found out the date on when Linux Plus, the latest version, what is it, X0? uh 1-005, I believe. Whatever the course number is, I'm gonna have it all laid out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 60 degrees here in Tacoma. Whoa, that's nice, man. I, I would love that. You know what I'm saying? Um, that weather, I don't care, man. That's good weather. Um, I smoked a roast, but it rained this morning, which caused 85% humidity. Okay, yeah, yeah. I just normally do like chicken, sausage, hot dogs, and then I actually, whenever I barbecue, majority of the time I make hamburgers, like, um, just some regular hamburgers or whatever. Um, and one thing I do, like, kind of like I give away my little secret. I always put like one of those onion soup packs in the meat or whatever, so that had that onion flavor, the onion burgers or whatever. Man, that's I don't know. They just turn out real good that way. Uh, yeah, I know, Maddox. We should be sleep. Definitely, yeah, for work in the morning. And actually, I'm finna start getting ready for bed. But I know a lot of people that subscribe to my channel. They like on the East Coast. Um, and right now it's kind of still early for me because I don't go to sleep. I don't go to sleep till late anyway. A lot of times I'm up past 12. Working on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so Gregory, you working on your CISO networking, and now I have to run red canary test. Okay, let me see. What is that? Red canary test? Let me see what that is, bro. Oh yeah, them onion soup packs be cook be popping, man. Yeah. Red canary. So test the top attack techniques by Atomic Red Team. Red canary. Okay. So this is a testing technique. I might need to look into that. Uh, attack techniques. Atomic Red Team test to 2020 threat detection report so that an analyst can readily evaluate their ability to observe and detect the most prevalent Mitri attacks. Yeah, I never heard of that one, man. So this must be some software. Hold on. Let's look at this. Threat detection reporting. Or is it a... And actually, let's bring up the website so you guys can see what I'm reading. Um, Here we go. So Red Canary. There we go. Boom. So test your visibility into the top attack techniques. And let me bring this back up, uh, so I can see what you guys are typing in the chat. At the end of every year, we take a look at all the data associated with confirmed threats we detected in our customers' environment and figure out what threats are occurring most often, why adversaries are leveraging specific techniques, and how security teams can detect their malicious behavior. The product of this analysis is our annual threat detection report. Okay, so that's just a threat detection report. They just put it all together based on what has happened. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know nothing about this, bro. This way above my head. Like I said, I ain't no cybersecurity guy. Uh, but hey, this is a good resource, so I'm gonna definitely share it with people. Um, let's see, they got demos of it. Let's see, schedule a red canary demo. Oh, hold on, what was that noise? What was that? I'm tripping. Was that like Twitter or something making noise? I don't know. Oh, I see you just posted something on Twitter, Maddox. I see. Refilling that water jug, huh? What's up, man? Hey, that's the repository. The repository. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah. Thanks for telling me, man. I didn't know. I don't know anything about that. So I appreciate you, throwing that out there for me. Um, yeah, and you're right. Them, hey, uh, so hold on. Pentest Plus, SSCP, and CCNA. That's what you're working on, Maddox? That's the search you're trying to get next. And what's up, Zero Therapy? Good to see you. And George, what's up, man? He says Team Ubuntu. Yeah, definitely. I like Ubuntu, man. Ubuntu is that's where I started. You know what I'm saying? When I first got into Linux, I started playing around with Ubuntu. I love Ubuntu. You know what I'm saying? How you like that motherboard? I am due for an upgrade. Hold on, let me see. You posted up your motherboard on Instagram? I mean on Twitter? Let's go look at your Twitter, man, right fast. Check you out. And I'm bad with Twitter. I'm bad with everything, man, when it comes to a lot of this stuff. I mean it's hard to keep up with a lot of a lot of these different social media sites or whatever. It's like very hard for me at least, I know it's a lot of people, they just be jumping back and forth between all these different social medias. I don't I don't do well with it, bro. It's like I spend too much time, on my job, and then I don't know, it just don't come natural. It's like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like with a lot of people to where they can. So I'm always trying to automate stuff. And I know that's not good because like my Twitter, I would say about 60% of it is automated. A lot of the retweets, a lot of some of the comments are automated. And I think I got a script out there on GitHub. I think I shared it a while back, uh, where I automated Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah. Ubuntu server is solid. You know what I'm saying? I really like it, bro. Jellyfish server, no joke. Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing, bro. Ubuntu has been good with the servers for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's just my experience. I've heard of people that had, issues with Ubuntu server, but I never had issues, bro. And that's why I trust it as like the servers or one of the servers that I run at the house when it comes to services that I set up for myself. Like for instance, I got a Plex server. It runs perfect on Ubuntu. You know what I'm saying? So it's an awesome, server edition. I know you can run um what's the other one? CentOS. You can run Rocky Linux, and then the other one, I forget what the other one is. Alma or something like that. Whatever it is, the Alma server, I think that's what it's called. Those are closer to Red Hat, which is kind of like the industry standard. But I don't know. I just never had no issue with Ubuntu, so I never had a reason to switch. You know what I'm saying? When you find that one distribution that work good, you know what I'm saying? Why switch? You know what I'm saying? Unless you just want to test out something else, and that's how I ended up on Orch, just testing out different things, testing out different distros just to see if I like the way it's set up. I tried Orch, and I really like the package manager, which is one reason why I switched to Orch. The package manager is super cool, as well as the AUR. You know what I'm saying? That Orch use a repository with all that. The program's essentially there. You know what I'm saying? You got to search around for actual programs. They'll be most of the time when it's like uh, a non-standard package that's not in the main repository, it's most likely in the AUR. You got to go searching for or add PPAs and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But hold on, what did you say up here? Hold on. Gonna move to Pure OS when I get a laptop. I run Ubuntu on my server. Yeah, yeah, I'm the same way. I run Ubuntu on my server. But yeah, check out Pure OS. That it seemed pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all open source. You know what I'm saying? You can install whatever you want on it, obviously, but Pure OS seems like a solid, distro as well. I don't have a preference for Linux OS, but to be honest, I still don't really get the difference between them all. Really is no difference, Gregory. Let me explain it, I guess, in the simplest way possible. Um, the only difference is the purpose of the operating system. That's why I distinguish them. Like for instance, if you're trying to get in the cybersecurity field, Parrot OS, Kali Linux, um, what's the other one? It's another one. I can't remember what the name of it is. No, that's a Windows one, Commando. So, um, that's the purpose of those operating systems, and all the software that's on any other distribution, you can install on Kali Linux and Parrot OS, no problem. It's essentially the same thing. It just the purpose of it is for cybersecurity or hacking or something because it has all the tools there for you, when you install it. That's it. Yeah, and Black Orch, you're right, Gray. Black Orch. That's the other one. Um, and then if you need a server, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is download a specific server edition. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on what you're comfortable with as far as the package manager goes when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying? So you got your Red Hats, CentOS, all that stuff that I just named out earlier. So you get your server editions. So yeah, I mean, and it comes with a different package manager and a different way of doing things. Essentially, that's what it is. It's just a little bit different way of doing things. And then also the design of it. Like when it comes to a distribution, really what makes it, different is the design. All the applications can be installed on any version of Linux that you want to use. It's just so different ways of actually getting that software on there. That's really all it is. Um, and people had their preferences on desktop environments as well. That's another deciding factor. That's why people, you know, distro hop a lot because they want to find the best XFCE. So they basically want to take bits and pieces and put it together to make the perfect operating system for what they do. So if you work well, if your workflow work well with XFCE, but you do like the Orch, you know, um, package man or the Pac-Man package manager, so you want to use an Orch operating system, then yeah, you can actually create your own distribution at the end of the day by taking all these bits and pieces and putting it together and putting it out there under a different name. And this is essentially what the difference is. That's why you got all these Debian based distributions as well. Like Ubuntu is Debian based, Linux Mint is actually Ubuntu based. Um, but which at the end of the day is Debian based. You know what I'm saying? Pop OS, Debian based or Ubuntu based. I can't remember. It's one of those two. It's either Debian or Ubuntu based because they took all the tools and they created their own the tools. They put different modules in there. You know what I'm saying, to make it work the way they want it to work, and look the way they want it to look. Based on their preference or based on what they think is the best operating system is, and people use it and they decide from there. But they're all pretty much the same. Now let me see what everybody else, because I keep rambling on that. What's up, Mace? What's happening, man? Mace Taggart, good to see you, bro. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Real late, what's good? Yeah, hey man, like I said, I was just playing around, bro. I ain't really had nothing going on, so I figured I'd hop on here and do a live. Um, and just see how everybody fourth, went, if they cooked or something, or if they studying or whatever. And let me see, labbing or practicing with Ubuntu. Okay, yeah. Shout out to you, Earl, man. Let me see. Who else? Black Box is discontinued. Okay. I didn't know that. I never used Black Box, but I heard of Black Orch. I use Pure Debian, then build from there. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's essentially like that's essentially like Orch. I use Pure Orch, and build on top of it and build it the way I want it. Yeah, and you say you add Kali repos work well in stock. Yes, they will. All you gotta do is add them. You know what I'm saying? And then you can get all your Kali software right on Debian. That's why I always tell people, I was like, Debian, Kali is Debian based, but any distro can be a cybersecurity distro. All you need to do is install all the tools on it. So you can install a version of Ubuntu, like 2020, 22.04, and you can install all those cybersecurity tools on there if you want to. It's all on what your purpose is. And like I said, you don't have to use Kali. You can use whatever distribution you want to, and install those tools on there. And that's why they say, um, some people, they kind of talk down on people that use Kali. They say like real hackers use, they can use any distro, because essentially you can at the end of the day. So if you're approaching it from Windows, then learn Black Arch, Kali, Parrot, etc. If you come from Linux, then you already know that distro doesn't matter, because you can get any tool on any. Yes, exactly, Zero Therapy. That's exactly what I'm saying. You summed it up very, very well. Thanks, man. Um, I have a question. How can you rename 10 directories in the terminal? Okay. 10 directories all at one time. Well, let me see. Are you trying to rename, like, take off? Let's see. I don't know if you can use that for folders though. Let's see. If the folders are similar, let's say they're, I don't know, folder 1, folder 2, folder 3, folder 4, or let's say it's folder, let's say they all have, yeah, let's say it's folder 1, folder 2, folder 3. And let's say you want to change it to F1, F2, F3, all the different directories. I think you can use the rename tool. The bulk renamer tool. Well, no, that's for files. I think that only works on files. Let me see. I gotta look at it again. Yeah, the bulk renamer is for files, to rename multiple files. Yeah, never mind. So that won't work. It's a way to do it in the command line. I know a lot of people that use, I don't know, Ranger. I know Ranger, but I don't know if, and that's the thing. I'm not familiar. I'm not that great with Ranger. I'm not that familiar with it. It uses Vim bindings and all that stuff. I never really got into Vim. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of one of the guys, the Luke Smith type of guys that's uh heavy with the key bindings and doing all that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm not good with that stuff. Like I never really looked into it. I never had a need for it. I just typically rename my folders, and that's the thing. I ain't never had to rename folders, that many folders at one time. Now, naming files, yeah, I use that bulk renamer tool. And then I don't know if it's something that needs to be done, I can write a command to rename it, or move files, a certain way, and rename them based on, I don't know, a number, whatever I'm trying to name it to. So I hope that kind of answers your question. I don't have an answer for you. You say that. Rename 10 directories in the terminal. And you might be asking me something very simple. I don't know off the top of my head how to rename 10 directories. But let's find out right fast. See if we can find this out. And actually, I have a virtual machine up now, so we can play around with that. Cause I've done a video on something like this before, and I think I was creating files or creating directories the from the terminal. Um, and I do not remember how to do it. So let's go sudo apps updates, and I'm gonna make this thing bigger. I'm just trying to make sure there's no updates on this server or on this virtual machine, which I don't think it is. I'm gonna make this one a little bigger so you guys can see it though. Zoom in, zoom in. So rename multiple directories Linux. And that's one good thing about Linux. I mean, it's people out there that kind of ran into issues in the past, and you can always just research it, you know what I'm saying, and find out. And yeah, what I said earlier was probably the move command. You can use that to make changes to the directory. I know you could do one at a time, but let me see. Renaming a single directory. Let's see. Rename multiple directories. Here we go. Here we go. With the rename command. So there is a rename command. I don't think I ever used that one before. Let's open up another terminal and see if it's on here. So let's type man rename and see if that's on here. Nope, it might not be on here, but there is a package called rename that I'm seeing. Let's see, this is, yeah, so we just have to install that right fast, but let's wait till this update finishes and then I'll install rename right fast. And actually, let's see the package. So rename. Let's see package. And I typically do this. I'll just look and see if the package is out there in Debian. So rename. Oh yeah, and Sid, you can rename multiple. Yeah, that's multiple files. Never mind. Hey, y'all got me spinning up my y'all got me spinning up my my mind right now, man. I was winding down, so let me see if I can find this package and get it installed. Sudo apps install. Yeah. Okay, so it is there. So that package is there. So all we got to do is run it. Uh, After this, I shouldn't have ran these updates. Crap. I didn't know it was gonna be this many updates because I just updated this virtual machine not that long ago. So yeah, I know, right? Let a guy wind down. Yeah, I wasn't yeah, I was kind of chilling. Yeah, y'all didn't spun me up. Nah, man. Hey, but this good though. I like looking into stuff that I probably hadn't looked into before. But yeah, it's a package name called rename. And actually let's just open up another virtual machine because it looks like this is gonna take a while, and then we can switch over to, let's go to not Ubuntu server, but let's go to Ubuntu 20. No, Ubuntu 22. I want to stay on Ubuntu 22. There we go. All right, so we're gonna we're gonna hop on another one right fast, and I won't run the update command. I won't run the update command this time. That way we can actually, you know, get this thing installed. All right, so let's go on and let me close out this virtual. Oh man, I closed out that terminal. I hope I ain't mess up that. Well, I don't think I messed up that virtual machine. It's good. I meant to close the virtual machine and not close out the. Oh, it's still running. Yeah, it's still running. Okay, I closed out the other terminal. But anyway, all right. So rename. It's first off, let's pin this to my favorite so I can always just pull up the terminal easily. And let's zoom in. And like I said, this is my first time using this command. I ain't never really used this command. So let's go sudo apt install the rename, and I'm gonna just tab it out just to make sure it's there. Yeah, rename. So let's type that in right fast. Hold on, remind me later. And let's type in our password right fast. There we go. So we're gonna install that package. Boom, good to go. All right, and nah, I'm not coding KS Rain, man. I'm not coding, bro. I'm just showing some Linux. Actually, someone asked me a question earlier, and I'm trying to answer it. Nexus, shout out to you, bro. But good to see you, Chaos. You know, shout out to you. All right, so let's go to the man page for rename. You got me curious about this. So renames the file name supplied according to the rules specified as the first arguments. Okay. See, this looks like for files as well. Or well, it says you can also use rename to move files between okay, yeah, that's files in between directories. But what about renaming? Let me go back to that other site I saw. So rename options, then the expression and the file name. All right, let's see. Okay, so the rename command provides a way to rename multiple directories at the same time without using a bash script. For instance, if you want to rename directory 1. So let's quit this, and then I'm already in my home directory. I don't think it's nothing there. Let's go into documents right fast and just create some documents, so or some directories under there. So make dir let's see, directory 1, directory 2, and yeah, and guys, don't trip about my my spelling. I messed it up. It's right, directory 3. Okay, all right. So let's create both of those, all those directories under there. See what we got. So we got our directories. Boom. All right. So what we want to do is try to create those folder names to something else. Let's see. So based on what I'm seeing, let's see, dash S, what it looks like, or S. I don't get this right here. Search the home directory. dash V. So hold on, let's go back to that man page right fast for the rename, and dash V for verbose. Okay, so verbose. Um but I don't get how you changing the directory though. And maybe I see something. See, this is what I see right here. So S, I don't know what that S is for. Maybe I don't know what maybe I don't get it. Hold on. So for example, to rename all files matching the .bat, so store .bat, to strip the extension, you might say, so this is our search term right here, and you changing it. I don't know what that's doing to translate uppercase names. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I see example how to do it, and that's the thing. I don't want to just type the example in there. So I mean, I could simply type rename dash V. I could follow it like I actually know what I'm doing, but I don't understand what this means. Like what actually is this is doing. So directory, because that's the actual file names or the folder names. Um, you know what I'm saying? And then it's saying put a slash, a forward slash, and then let's say we want to change it to folder. So folder 1, 2, 3, 4. So you put it in between, and that doesn't make sense to me. And maybe one of you guys can explain it to me. And they're using single quotes on it, which is fine. I get it. And then they got a wild card at the end. So I need to be able to break that down. Like what I understand what the V, that's what I was trying to do. So I understand what this option is for. So that's verbose, obviously. That's going to show you what it's actually doing. Now, right here with this S, I don't know what that means. So I'm assuming switch directory to folder. Is that what it's saying? And then store. So that's all for, but like, what's the search term? Or is this S mean the search term? You see what I'm saying? And actually, let's run it and see if this actually works. So, see if that actually works. Yeah, and it actually works. So, do one of you guys know how to know what that how I did that? Because I don't know. And let's actually ls this directory and see if it changed it. Yeah, and it actually changed it to folder. And let me see if one of you guys said something in the chat. And what's up, information man? Good to see you, bro. Peace, man. Respect. Yeah, respect to you, bro. I gotta come through again. Well, I'm gonna watch the replay for sure because you did a um a live stream I wanted to see earlier today. Um, I can't remember what it was about, but I'm gonna definitely watch the replay. I definitely appreciate it. So to Nexus, who asked that question, you know what I'm saying? This is a way of actually doing it. I don't know, and that's the thing. I don't know what each one of these, what each portions of this this part of the command is actually doing. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? So I was wondering if like this S meant like switch, or if this was the search, search for anything that has directory in it and change it to folder. That's what I'm assuming is happening. And then the store obviously is for anything within the directory, the current working directory. So like I said, I ain't never used this command before. And let's try it this way. I'm gonna switch it back. So let's go folder, and then let's do directory. Man, y'all got me. I'm about to do a video on this, you know. So folder 1, rename the directory 1. Okay, so it basically switched everything back. So directory. Okay, that's dope. That's dope. You know, dope command. So substitute. Okay, QNS. Yeah, it means substitute. Okay, S equals substitute operator. Well, why I didn't say that in the? Hold on, let's go back to the man page. Now y'all got me. You know, let's go back in here. So let's see. And I'm kind of skimming over this as well while I'm trying to pay attention to the chat too and trying to talk to you. Well, and it's not an option, so why it doesn't explain that though? And I guess because I'd be looking for more details or more information. But Nexus, that should help you though. Check out that command, rename command. That should help you. Yeah, I see you saying, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks for asking that question, bro. You made me look into some, so I'm definitely gonna have to learn the rename command. So that's dope. And Snuggles, I know you don't get it. I'm just playing. What's up, Snuggles? How you doing? Um, let's see. So it worked, but NGL, I wouldn't have done that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what you mean, man, but leave the screen there. I want to get the command. Hold on. Let me just do it like this, bro. I got you. Um, let me help you out. I'm gonna copy. Actually, this is what I used to find it, cause all I did was search Google, and I found an example um on this page right here. So phoenixsnap.com, and sorry you, but I still put it up so you can type it, you know what I'm saying, if you want to, but it's renamed dash lowercase v. And I wonder if I could post it in the chat, or will they block it? I doubt they block it. Yeah. Yeah, and and yeah, Linux is fun, man. Once you start playing around with it and learning, I don't know, bro. I just got one of them minds where if I start playing around with something, um, you know what I'm saying, I get into it, and I want to understand the full concept of what I'm actually doing. Um, yeah, shout out to you, Lowcast. You didn't cook any pork. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had a little something. You know what I'm saying? I cooked some hot dogs for the kids, you know what I'm saying? Some smoked sausage, some hot links, really. Um I had some brisket, um, some pork, some pulled pork, you know what I'm saying? So people could make like little sandwiches and stuff. And what else I made? I meant to do some hamburgers though. I'm gonna do that next time I do it. Next time I grill or whatever. Which I don't grill that much. All I got is one of them little square ones. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Yeah, exactly, Nexus. Since you get to understand, you can rock with it. Exactly. Exactly. That's the whole point of it, you know. Well, I don't know. That's the fun part about it. You know what I'm saying? Actually breaking it all down and getting it, you know, getting the full command, and then adding on to it as well. Once you understand certain points of it, it's kind of like programming. Like you could build let's say a piece of an application or a procedure. You know what I'm saying? And it's just cool to be able to call upon that procedure when you need it. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's what the code is actually doing. Like you built a procedure to, I don't know, query a database for a particular term based on what was inputted in another procedure, or in a text box or something. And you know when that person hit, I don't know, search or something, that it calls upon your procedure that you wrote, that searches, you know, based on all the criteria you put into the actual procedure. So it's just dope seeing it being called. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of that whole debugging process when you writing, you know, code. You know, it's I don't know. It's just fun. You just get excited to see like the end results, and when you go through the testing portion of it, you just see you throwing all this stuff at your code, and you seeing that your code is actually handling it. That's so dope, bro. It's so fun. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I get hype about that type of stuff. Um, but where we at, man? We have 45 minutes. So I'm not gonna go too much longer unless anybody else have any other questions. Somebody throw out another command, I could play around with or mess around with. Uh, just let me know. Other than that, I'm gonna go on and shut it down because I know it's late. And like I said, I wasn't expecting people to come through for this anyway. Um, you know what I'm saying? I was just, hey, whoever come through. I'm just, really just trying to find out how y'all enjoyed y'all 4th of July, all that good stuff. And I know not everybody celebrates the 4th of July, but I don't know. In my family, we always cook, get together. I mean, it's more of a family type of thing. Just hanging out with family and doing certain things. Cooking. Laughing, playing dominoes. Spades and all that stuff, which I ain't been able to do. Since I ain't been back in Louisiana. Because of this whole pandemic stuff. But other than that, just hanging out with family. That's the cool part about it. What I'm saying, about these holidays, other than, what's the meaning behind it. I look at the positive side of it, just hanging out with family. Show us how you use the who is command. Yeah, I got you. So let's drop that in. So the who command actually tells you, and I'm not sure if you're talking about who is or who. I'm sure I'm assuming you're talking about who. Who, it just tells you who is logged into the system. That's essentially what that is. And it also gives you TTY. So we on TTY2, terminal 2 basically. And my username. So yeah, happy Independence Day. Happy Independence Day. Yeah. So and then who is hold on. Who is not a command. Hold on, let me see. Is it a command on here? No manual entry for who is. Let me see what who is. Cause I don't know. I'm thinking about who is the DNS tool. Cause isn't that a website? Who is that? Who is? I think it's who is or something. I don't know, man. You got me tripping right now. Let me see. And anyway, it's not installed. It is a command, but I thought who is, or maybe that's a DNS tool you can install. I'm not sure. Who is lookup? Yeah, for sure. Domain lookup or DNS lookup. That's essentially what that is. And you could look up the IP addresses of domains. If it's public, most of the time it's not. And then yeah, you can run that on your main system. I thought it was a different command though. Hold on. Let me see. Who is? Yeah, I don't have that either. I use, what's the other one? Let me see. Let's go sudo. No, let's go Pacman dash q let me search for DNS tools. So any DNS tools that I have installed. Okay, I can't remember what the name of that. Hold on, let me go through my history, because I know I've used that command in the past, where you can look at the history. I mean, you could pull the IP addresses of certain stuff, certain domains from your terminal. Can't remember what the name of the command is. And that's the thing, bro. I got a bad memory, so it's hard for me to remember a lot of this stuff. Where I'm constantly dig. That's what I was thinking about. Dig. So it's a dig command. And what's up, Sly? What's up, man? Shout out to you, bro. Good to see you, man. Definitely good to see you, bro. Yeah, who is was a thing in the IRC days. Yeah. Like I never really used it on my terminal, but oh yeah, let me show you dig right fast since I got it open. But dig is what I use now. Let's say you want to look up. Well, I don't know if it's on here. Let me see. Yeah, it's on here. So they do have a DNS tool. So dig, and let's dig KeepItTechie. .com. Boom. And it should query DNS servers. That's essentially what I use. That'll work in the place of who is. So instead of going to some website, typing in the IP address on in the web or whatever, or searching a domain controller or a domain in the web to get the IP address, you could just run the dig command from the terminal, and that'll get you the IP address. So please don't try to hack my server. I think this in the cloud. I got firewalls turned on, all that stuff. The only thing that's open is port 80. Everything else should be, closed, other than SSH port 22, which I have keys on it. So, you know, can't really brute force it unless you compromise my keys. All right, so the who is command allows you to look up domain names and see who is owned by. Yeah. And that's true. They changed it. Now they made it. That's one thing, Lowcast. They actually changed it where by default they don't have to charge. They're not supposed to charge you for that. Cause like GoDaddy, that used to be a upcharge in order to block your information from your domain being looked up when it's looked up. You know, you could block that information. They would charge like like $100 a year or something like that, or $50 a year on top of how much you ever you pay. They called it like a privacy thing on GoDaddy. Um, and they would block your information. Well, now they block it by default. Like you don't have to pay for it. They changed it to where it's not something that you pay for. So you can't really query the owner of a domain no more. You know what I'm saying? Like you used to, like what was that? A couple years ago, like 2 years ago, I believe, when they changed that, or a year and a half ago, something to that effect, where you couldn't um look up the actual names. And then you're right. I mean, in Dig, you can actually look up that information. Well, not Dig, it's another command that goes along with Dig. Uh, Let me look it up right fast. But DNS tools, um, or it might have popped up in Dig before. Now you can't even see it. So Dig command, no, um, DNS tools. Let's see. Man, y'all actually bringing us some good questions and stuff and stuff. Yeah, NS lookup. That's a DNS query. Yeah, NS lookup is one too. So let me see if I can do that. Let me see what information comes up with this. So let's go to KeepItTechie. I can't even spell my site right. So KeepItTechie.com. Okay. NS lookup. They got reverse DNS lookup. So that's if you know what the IP address is. NS lookup. You can look up the MX records. Yeah, you could do it by type. All that. So host. Yeah, host. Who is? Yeah, here we go. So this what you actually talking about right here. So yeah, let me install who is, because it looks like you can install it. So the tool is still out there. So sudo apps install who is. So let's get this thing installed right fast, because it does give you some information on where the domain is registered and all that. So let's do keepitechie.com again, but let's run the who is command. Boom. See what we get. And you're most likely gonna get Google on mine, because I purchased this one through Google. Yeah, and as you can see, they didn't start blocking all that stuff. They used to have, like, I remember at one point before, I mean, and I knew it was out there, but I really didn't care because I wasn't really a content creator, or I was a very small content creator, so I didn't care about people knowing my address. But my whole address is out here on some of these domains until they changed that. You know what I'm saying? So somebody could have doxed me and everything. It had my home address, had my full name, all that stuff was out here. But now they supposed to block it. You know what I'm saying? They have to block it. Um, I don't know when they change that, but I know they have to block it. So, whatever. Can't terminal auto type names. What do you mean can't terminal auto type names? Well, it all depends on if it's something that it knows. Like whenever you type in something, like for instance, the command we just wrote, who is. I could type who, and if I put an I there and hit tab, that'll auto finish typing. It all depends, how far along you with the text. Because if I hit tab right here, it's not gonna do anything, and you gotta hit tab twice to see the other commands that you may be wanting to actually put out there or use. So, let's say I did want to use the who is command. So I use tab a lot when I'm trying to figure out the command, because maybe I don't know the full name, or maybe I'm being lazy and I just want to type it out, or I want to hit the tab button so it'll type it out for me. But it all depends on if it knows. Like for instance, like that domain name. Um, if I had that in my host file and I hit tab, it'll automatically put that out. It'll automatically write it out for you. Like if I had KeepItTechie.com in my host file, with the IP address associated with it, whenever I start typing keep and tab it out, it automatically knows, because I put it in my host file that uh, I'm going to that address, or I want to type out that address in the terminal. So when I hit tab, it'll automatically write it out for you. But since it's not in there, obviously it's not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's when you go into your history. So all you gotta do is hit the one thing I'm doing is hitting the up arrow as well. So when you hit up arrow, that goes through your last couple commands, or it depends on how you got it set, in your history, how far you can go back. So that's another little tip or whatever. And most distributions come with the auto complete, because essentially that's what that package name is. So let me type auto, I think auto completion, or is that, it should be auto complete. It may just be a package that they don't even, let me see, auto, is it auto complete? I know if I type it in my Orch install on my main system, because I had to physically install it. Auto, let me see, auto complete. So let's go sudo, let's go pacman, and actually let's show you what I'm typing by bringing up my terminal as well. Where I'm at, the Linux uploads, there we go. So pacman dash ss, I just do s, and then auto completes, I think I could type it in that way, or auto complete, what's the name of that package? And actually I'm doing something wrong. I shouldn't be typing s, I should be typing q, and qq. Pacman. Oh, and I'm typing everything wrong all the way. The pacman command wrong. So let me see. So it's auto completion. I thought it was auto completion. Let's see, auto. Hold on. Nah, this got me messed up right now. I gotta go find that package. Uh, go find this package. And where's this browser at? Here we go. So, Orch. Let's go to orchlinux.org. That's what it is. All right, looks like I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, my internet. I think my internet must have went out for a second. But good thing I'm running it through OBS. Cause it should push the images. It might push it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. For some reason, my OBS just stopped pushing out. The video. But shout out to everybody that came through. I just wanted to hang out with you guys, do a little late night Linux, play around with some of this stuff, as well as just checking to see if y'all had a good holiday weekend as well as the 4th. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And I apologize for the stream kind of acting up like that at the end, but nothing I can really do about it. But let me see. Boom. So hope you guys have a wonderful day, and you guys know, keep it techie and everything. Oh, hold on. You asking about Udemy courses? I haven't used any of the Udemy courses for Linux. Now there is a good one on um Udemy for AWS. I think it's like an introduction to AWS that I seen, so that's a good one. You know what I'm saying? So check that out. But as far as Linux courses, I don't really know. But you guys can check out my Linux course. I know everybody know about it. That's if you've been around my channel, you can check out my course. That covers like an introduction to it. But I will be putting out a Linux Plus exam pretty soon. So that'll be coming, and it'll be for the latest version of CompTIA Linux Plus. I'm adjusting the course now. I want to make sure I cover everything within the course material. I also passed it not that long ago, so and I have I have the new certification. You know what I'm saying? I have that new certification 005 for Linux Plus. I took that exam, passed it. I barely passed it, but I passed it. So in my course, all the material I used in my course, is what I use to pass the exam. So you guys will be able to, pass it as well. And dang, they got people coming in, kind of late. I was finna end it. I almost ended. I almost hit the end button, and I seen people asking about that course. But yeah, D Charles, man, good to see you. Thanks for asking that. I wish I knew a good course on Udemy. I really don't, bro. And actually, let me go on and put my course, because I never really put it. I never advertised it. You know what I'm saying, that much. Either. I mean, I try to advertise as much as I can, but I don't. I don't know. I put it out there. It got picked up by Free Code Camp, so they put it everywhere. So it's all over. You know what I'm saying? I think they video got like almost a 500,000 views, you know what I'm saying? And so it's a lot of people that actually like that course. I kind of wish they would come over here and watch it as well, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. But they, picked it up from um, for me and put it out there. And the whole point of it is to help, help people. So I'm not really tripping about it, you know what I'm saying? But um it's all about helping people. So, you know what I'm saying? So I put my course right there. So let's see. Intro to Linux. And let's type that in there, put that in there as well. So intro to Linux, that's my Linux course. So make sure you guys check that out. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to apologize. It's all good. Have you practiced with curl command in your lab? Yes, I have. I got a video on the curl command, so I do know how to use it. um you know what I'm saying? That's an awesome command, for pulling down stuff from the web. So definitely check out that video as well. I think I all you gotta do is go to my channel, go to the search, the little search thing on the right hand side, and type curl, and you might find two videos on it. I'm not 100% sure, but curl, I think wget, I got a video out there for pretty much a lot of the basic commands. I did a whole video on it breaking down, you know, eh, how to use it, and giving examples on how to use it. So check it out, you know what I'm saying? But I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and of course, keep it techie. Yeah, I actually did it right that time. You know what I'm saying? I was on point with it. No, I'm just playing. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, man. And have a productive rest of the week.